Good morning. You see this facial hit his loudness early in the morning at 8 a.m. on Saturday? You know it's time for Solace Saturday. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. All right, here we go. All right, get it, girl. Uh, 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 uh. Get it, girl. All right. Oh no. Erica, I don't see live on the iPad. Are we live? Okay. All right. So listen, good morning. Today is going to be a great day because we serve a great God. So kingdom blessings, everyone. I am your host, the newly appointed college graduate of Southern New Hampshire University with her BA in psychology. Yes, that's what we're doing today. And I am still your life strategist. And again, I say welcome to Solace Saturday. This is year 4, season 7. And our theme this season is live in the now. Live in the now. And now is an acronym for no opportunity wasted, right? So, listen, Solid Saturday is a platform of growth and encouragement that was birthed from the third installment of Unnamed and Unwanted, the trilogy. I Know Who I Am, the process to positivity. It is not the only process, but it is a process on becoming bigger, better, greater. Bigger, better, greater what? A bigger, better, greater you. How about that? Right? So we use this moment as a mirror, not to look at ourselves, but to look within ourselves with weekly readings of aspirations, which are positive quotes, inspirations, which are positive scriptures, and affirmations, which is positivity we speak over ourselves and one to another. Please understand this platform that comes on every Saturday at 8 a.m. is a platform where you are going to be challenged to make a choice to change. You're going to be challenged to make a choice to change. Change for what? A bigger, better, greater. A bigger, better, greater what? A bigger, better, greater you, right? So listen, as always, what you see is what you get. Technical difficulties included, and what you hear is exactly what you heard. To all that are logging in and coming on, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Those who watch the replay, good morning. Those who are on YouTube, good morning. Normally, I will shout people out as they come on to acknowledge them and let them know that I see them. Um, we will not be doing that throughout the show because I have a guest and I want to limit distractions, okay? So please do not think that I do not see you. I see you and I will shout you out later, okay? As always, we're praying for the world, we're praying for the government, praying for our churches, our pastors, our leaders, praying one for another, praying for our children, praying for the sick and shut in. Anybody that you know, um, put their names in the chat so we can pray for them. Birthday shout outs. Um, I want to acknowledge one specific person because it's a 2-in-1 for me. I did not acknowledge the late great Bishop Charles Joseph Reed. His birthday was the 30th. His birthday was the 30th, and my church where I got my life together a little bit. I got to know Jesus a little bit better. Pilgrim Cathedral of Harlem. they celebrated their 33 years church anniversary. So I just wanted to publicly take time to shout them out on both aspects. Everybody, anybody who have a birthday, I honestly don't know anybody else for this week. I shouted out everybody last week. I did Colleen, I did Emmy, I did everybody last week, but I did not do Bishop Charles Joseph Reed, and I wanted to do that. So if you have a birthday, had a birthday this week, you got birthdays coming up, got an anniversary coming up, you got a reason to celebrate coming up, yay! I celebrate you. I celebrate you. I celebrate you. Also, what I want to say. My online shop is open. Bigger, Better, Greater. www.biggerbettergreater.com. Start shopping for Christmas. Start shopping great stuff in stockers. All of that. Okay. And I need you guys to subscribe to YouTube because I'm trying to ease off this platform so we have a better, more visible and structured platform. So please subscribe to YouTube. You find me under my name. Not gonna find me under Solace Saturday. You will find me under Cherise Stevenson. Okay. And we fast on Wednesdays from 6 to 6. Yeah, I'm doing birthdays and announcements all at the same time. And yes, I'm rushing because I want to get to my guest. So, we fast on Wednesday, 6 to 6. Do something or do not do something from 6 to 6 every Wednesday. November is here. I've been talking about November since September, and November is finally here. As you can see, my post is in green. We are representing mental health, specifically men's mental health, and the color for mental health is green. So my billboard, my banners will be in green this month. I've been talking about them all month, and my guest is finally here. And I want to make sure I cover the basics before I bring him up. And I think I did. And again, everybody who's coming on, good morning. I see you. I appreciate you. I did prayers. I did not shout out Divine Destiny Cathedral, Bishop and First Lady Jones. I love you. To my nanny and dad, I love you. I'm trying to get through it. And yes, I am rushing. Yes, I am. Because I want to make sure that I have enough time. And I think I covered everything, E. I think I covered everything. I shouted out Pilgrim. Oh, listen. Tuesday, we got to go vote. It's not, people think because it's not the presidential election that it's not important. No, this is important also. We got to vote for our mayors. I think it's the mayor, right? We got to vote for a mayor. Go vote. You don't know who to vote for? I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but I'm voting for the person who has the same first initial as me. That's all I'm saying. My name is Cherise, and I spell it with a C. That's all I'm saying. I'm not telling you who to go to vote for, but go vote. We need to vote. We got to change the trajectory of where the world is going, our city is going. There was no reason why I had to swim home Thursday from a rainstorm. I learned how to swim on Thursday. That's all I'm saying. All right. So please go vote. And I think that is everything I need to say. Yes. And now I'm so excited. And if I'm babbling, it's because I'm excited, and I'm sorry. I have been waiting since September for this moment for several reasons. Number one, I'm excited about my guest. And number two, I'm excited about the cause. And the cause is men's mental health. And I love my men. I love my men. I love my men. I'm going to say not all at the same time, but, because that's a little, people just want to go over the edge with it. But I love my men. I support my men. I am not a man basher. When they write, and I'm 10 toes down. So this month is dedicated to them in the aspects of mental health. I need them to know that they are loved, they are needed, they are wanted, and there is help. I see you, Colleen. So without further delay, please, let's bring on our guest, and please tell him good morning. And I bring to you guys none other than Dr. Earl O'Brien Jr. And I say doctor with everything in me because it takes a lot to get to that level. So good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Can you hear me? I'm excited.
Yeah, I can hear
I'm already on 1,000.2. I'm ready. I've been waiting for this since September. Like, God, this is Christmas morning to me. Oh my God. Oh my God. So let's just jump right in. Do you mind if I call you Earl?
Earl is fine, please. That's for my birth certificate. My name is fine.
Okay, because I respect your work. I just want you to know.
Yeah,
I respect your work. So, Earl, tell us a little bit about yourself a little bit.
Okay. Well, my name is Earl. I am 39. I live in Brooklyn. I am a father, husband, therapist, life coach, preacher. Almost a 4-time published author. What else? And business owner, and soon to be private practice owner.
You're encouraging me already.
Yeah.
I love it. Congratulations on everything to your beautiful family. Thank you for taking time out to be with me, not only today, but the entire month of November. I'm excited. I'm so excited. So listen, I've been pushing this book harder than I've been pushing my own, right?
Yeah.
The Crisis Compass, right?
Yeah.
A real world guide on how to navigate life's storms. Mm-hmm. Right? I even did a trivia to make sure people had the book. I did a trivia questions, and whoever got the questions right, I bought the book for them. That's how much I believe and support you. So, and again, everybody, the book is available on Amazon. There go his name. There go the title of the book. He'll be with me all month. So please, I need you to get the book, read the book, and come on with your questions. Men, where are you? I've been looking for y'all. I need you to get on here. Right? So let's just get right into it, because this book, it's little. It's little. It's thin. But baby, when I tell you this book is a college course, it's a college course. If you don't want to get your life right, then don't buy the book. But if you're ready for change, get the book. All right. So let's just jump right into it. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
So I also, before we even start, I want to acknowledge, I can't say his name, but you can say it for me. The person who wrote your foreword.
Yeah, Vladimir Kalixi. She wrote my foreword.
Amazing. I want to acknowledge. It's a her? She?
Yeah. She was my therapist.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, this is even better, because not only is she a therapist, but let me read it right. Let me read it right. She is the founder, life building and therapy for Black men.
Yep.
Black men. So I need you to get her name. Look her up. Can you see? Can you see her name?
Yep. Get
her name. All right. When I saw that, I was like, all right, I need to meet sis. I need to meet her. Right. So I just want to pay acknowledgments to her. And also, one more thing I want to acknowledge is that the fact that this book has great references. Mm-hmm. Excellent references. Practical, religious, church-based for specific religions. Excellent piece of information. This one little book, he did it. And this is only volume 1. So let's keep that in mind.
Right.
So since I have it in my hand, the Crisis Compass, let's talk about it. How did you
Sure.
come up with this title?
So, after I published my first book, which was titled Life Behind Words, immediately God gave me another book title, which was this one. And I was like, okay, I mean, because I said, what do you want me to write about next? Because the first one was really for me to get my feet wet. So to say, kind of like, just write something, put it out there. Because God has been telling me to write my books for years, and I just kind of been sitting on it. So now I'm not sitting on my books anymore. Like, now I just can't stop writing. So I came up with this book title because I wanted people to understand that crisis does not mean you stay stuck. You have to learn how to navigate differently. Things can look dark, so you have to know how to navigate. When your compass looks broken, when your compass is shattered, right? Naturally speaking, that's why I did if you could tell the compass, like, it's shattered. And I did that intentionally because that's how God actually showed it to me. How this book is designed is exactly how God showed it to me. And I wanted people to get the image of when your compass is shattered, it's hard for you to navigate because you don't know which direction to go to. So sometimes, and I titled it, when you're navigating blindly, or when you're navigating with a shattered compass, it can cost you your life. So when you're navigating through life fragmented, it can cost you. It can make you make poor decisions.
God, Jesus today.
Delay your seasons.
Jesus today.
Hurt innocent people.
Jesus today.
And hurt yourself even more. However,
Jesus today. I'm about to send you a cash app, and it's only 8:17.
However, Colleen, I got you. Colleen, I got you, Colleen. However, God makes all things work together for your good. That scripture hits differently when you've done those things. So, yes. Please ask me another question because I can keep going. Please.
Whew. Okay. We're going to stay right here.
Okay.
So you use the word, and you even use it in your speech as you was explaining your title.
Yeah.
You used the word navigate. You didn't say compartmentalize.
No.
You didn't say pivot.
Nope.
You didn't say adapt.
Nope.
Because these are the words that we hear often.
Yeah.
You don't hear navigate.
Right.
And if I can be honest, until I started preparing for this moment, I started hearing the word navigate.
Mm-hmm.
So define the word navigate for us and tell us why the word navigate, as opposed to compartmentalizing and pivoting, is so important. Why is navigating so important?
Lord have mercy. Why is navigating so important? So navigation, in my definition, is having a sense of direction towards a destination or embracing your journey ahead of you. The reason why I use navigate instead of compartmentalize is because a lot of people compartmentalize things and still don't navigate. They just put things in sections where it feels comfortable, the most comfortable for them at that time. So it's a false sense of adaptation, right? So when they're feeling the tightness or the constriction of life, that's not supposed to be stuckness. That's supposed to be feedback, right? That's your body really relaying a message to you. So you have to learn how to navigate. I tell my clients all the time, movement is very important when you're recovering from traumatic imprints. Right? Movement is very important. You have to move, because if you stay stuck, navigating through life is going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be hard for you to know where to go, who to turn to, who to go to that's safe enough to see your cracks and still be able to help you give language to it. Compartmentalizing is going to hurt you, but navigating is going to help you.
You said movement.
Mm-hmm.
I want us to stress the fact that it has to be forward movement.
Yes.
Because sometimes we'll move and we'll move backwards because it's familiar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, man. Let me tell you, it's whew, sir. Because ooh, you do a lot, sir. You do a lot, and you just segueing into stuff for me because, which is my next point I want to dig into, is where I'm in my healing season, and
Okay.
I'm like 78-22 right now. Like I'm doing really good. You know, I'm
Okay.
healing. I'm doing
Yeah.
good. It's
Yeah.
more healing than hurting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I've been telling myself, I don't want to just exist.
Yeah.
I want to live.
Correct.
I want the abundance that God talks about. Because you're always going to be a blessed people. We're his kids. We're joint heirs.
Correct.
He's a good father. He's going to
Correct.
always take care of us.
Correct.
But he also speaks about an abundance, and my abundance is in living, not just existing. Just like you said, don't compartmentalize. You got to move forward.
You have to move.
That movement of forwardness is a reason for a bigger, better, greater.
Mm-hmm.
So you see how we all just come together, Al, Electric Boogie, right? So, because I'm loving this conversation. I'm trying to just keep my composure, right? So that's what I tell myself. And you have this segment in your book. Let me turn to the page because I took notes and everything. Because I got a whole legal pad
Oh my God.
for you because I don't play no games because I want to get it right and I want to hold on to my healing because I don't want to move backwards.
Right.
Right. So you have a segment in your book, and please forgive me if I mispronounce it.
What page?
But it's epic genetics.
What? Yeah, epigenetics. Yeah.
Of
What page is what?
autopilot.
Right.
I want to get into autopilot. That's what I want to get into.
Ooh, wow.
And you said autopilot is a mental state of automatic living.
Yep.
Efficient for routine,
Yep.
but dangerous when it disconnects us from our emotions,
Correct.
decisions, and
Correct.
spiritual identity.
Correct.
Right? That's autopilot.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
But I need you to define epigenetics.
Right.
And please forgive me if I'm saying it wrong.
You're saying it right.
Oh, okay. Epigenetics. What exactly is epigenetics? And please take your time and describe this because I got my whole life together on page 21.
Right.
So,
right.
Because that's how I feel, because you just defined my statement of I don't want to just exist.
Right.
I want to live. So please, sir, what is it? And help us.
So epigenetics in just layman's terms is just the study of how your behaviors and the environment can affect the way your genes work or your genetic makeup works. Right. So when you have long-term chronic stress, anxiety, trauma, whatever that condition may be, is prolonged over time, it can actually change the chemicals that influence how your body reads normally. I'll explain.
Yes, you will.
So for example, stress, we're talking about cortisol, right? The stress hormone. It's only supposed to be in the bloodstream or released in the bloodstream to get you out of danger. I'm going to say this again. Cortisol, which is a stress hormone, is only to be released in the bloodstream to get you out of danger. So when it lives in the bloodstream longer than what it's supposed to, you're talking about stress, you're talking about anxiety, talking about maybe some chronic illnesses over time. It can cause you to be more hypervigilant than aware of your surroundings. So now hypervigilance is when you pose your surroundings to be a potential threat without proof, right? When stress and anxiety and years of traumatic events have occurred and you have not gone through the work to heal from these things, you will mistake hypervigilance as discernment. So you're paranoid no matter where you go. You don't feel safe anywhere, and it hijacks your nervous system. Right? There's no peace there. When your nervous system is hijacked, everything becomes rewired. Right? You're not even able to process in a healthy manner what has happened to you in life. Like you said, you're in your healing journey. Right? All of us are. Even me writing this book, still healing through things. If you always feel a sense of inadequacy, it changes that gene code. It actually prevents you from using the brain the way that it was designed to be used by God. God created the brain. Oh God, you said pause. Go ahead. I heard you say it in my head.
Yeah,
Go ahead. I heard you say it in my
pause.
head. Go ahead.
So I just wanna just clarity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because for me, I have to read stuff 2 or 3 times to make sure that I understand what I'm reading. Right?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Stress.
Mm-hmm.
Because you always talking about, oh, I'm so stressed. Oh God, I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed. Stress
Mm-hmm.
is a chemical imbalance.
Not a character flaw.
And not a character flaw.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Somebody need to put that in the chat. Stress is a chemical imbalance and not a character flaw. Whew. Proceed. I just had to say that out loud because people need to hear that because they think stress is them.
It's not
producing to their fullest ability or procrastination and it's a chemical imbalance.
Yeah.
Ooh, so how do we get realigned? How do we get that balance back?
You okay. So and I'm gonna walk through this one as slow as I can because I want you to understand how to answer that question. So
please.
The best way to realign is Genesis. And I'm not only talking about the book of Genesis. I'm talking about the origins of who you were before you encountered stress. Who was that person? Now, this is subjective because everybody has not had the best upbringing, right? So, for those who had a childhood that was, fairly good, relatively good, safe, playful, you was all in your youthfulness as a child. I'm talking to you, but I'm going to talk to those who always had crisis. The best way to be realigned is to go back to God. He's the one that can make sense of how your realignment happens and what it looks like in real time. Because if you never had a worldview, if you never had a view, period, of what realignment looks like, you will confuse it for warfare because you're leaving or you're abandoning a version of yourself that was always used to high octane seasons in life, high stressful environments, right? Things were just at a peak. So the best way to get realigned is to ask God, what does alignment even look like? What does it really look like for me? How do I stay residential to that alignment, even when things around me are chaotic? Realignment looks like functioning in God's peace when everything is chaotic. Oh my God. Oh my God. Please, can I say this one more time? Realignment in real time looks like living in God's peace when your surroundings are chaotic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm taking notes. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'll be right back.
No, it's all right. I want to talk to those who never knew what alignment looks like.
Say it one more time. Realignment looks like.
Realignment looks like living in God's peace when your surroundings are chronically chaotic.
Jesus, today you are helping the people. We about to have revival on this platform.
I'm trying to pace myself.
I'm sorry. I was just because honey, I take notes because I have to go back because life doesn't stop. And when you need help, I can't call Earl at 2:37 a.m. He got a wife and 2 kids. I can't wake up. Right. So I got to go back to my notes.
Right.
Like something ain't right. I'm too. Let me. What did he say it was? Oh, so now I have to go back to my peace.
Mm-hmm.
I have to get realignment. Ooh, sir.
Mm-hmm. Perfect example.
Give it.
Jesus was on the boat sleeping. Oh, man. While a storm was happening. And the disciples were afraid. So they woke him up, being all frazzled. Lord, do you not care for us? We're in a storm. Everything is going wrong. I'm going to put it to 2025. The government shut down. We can't get resources for food. So many people are furloughed from their jobs. What are we going to do? Jesus looked at them, sat up, said to the storm, peace be still, and asked them, why did you doubt me? Things were chaotic. They were in the middle of nowhere. They could have drowned. That boat could have been torn into 2, and they could have drowned, and that would have been the end of it. But Jesus, I want to focus on him. He was sleeping in a storm. Sometimes you don't need a revival service. You need to go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Go to bed. Watch this. Rest here so that this could be regenerated.
Yes.
Oh, the body, write this down. The body is psychosomatic. I'm about to
big
run.
Word.
I'm about to run. I'm about to run. The body is psychosomatic. That means the body holds memory. You in 2025, but your body is still reacting in 1998.
Yes.
The body holds memory. The body is psychosomatic. It holds memory.
Whew.
That's why when the Bible says our bodies are the temple of the Holy Ghost, if you look up the Greek definition of the word body in that scripture, is the word soma, S-O-M-A, which is where we get the word somatic. Okay. So now what you never healed from, your body is going to relive in that moment when it happens again. So even if you feel like, oh yeah, I'm not crisis no more, I'm okay. Are you okay, or are you in an environment that can't trigger you no more? Okay. Are you healed or are you isolated?
Woo!
Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta go.
Woo!
I'm sorry.
Woo! And because when you
I'm sorry.
Because for a long time I thought I was healed and I was isolated. Now I'm healed.
Yeah.
Because now I know the difference.
Yep.
But for a long time, I thought I was healed, but I was only isolated, which is why it was so easy to go back.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a situation that I shouldn't have, way too long.
Yep.
Way too long. But now I know the difference. Woo, sir. Ooh, that's it. We got to know the difference.
You got to know the difference.
Woo. Woo, I done lost track of my notes and everything because I told you, I knew it.
Yep.
I knew it. Woo, I gotta get a whole nother legal pad. But that is it. And that's the difference between existing and living.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Right? And
And some
once you
people.
get your mind right, once you rest your mind, your body will follow.
Yep.
And this is going to sound so crazy what I'm about to say, right? One of my favorite girl groups is In Vogue. And they have a song, and the lyrics say, free your mind, and the rest will follow.
The rest will follow.
Huh?
Woo.
Free your mind, and the rest will follow.
Yep.
Woo, sir. I feel like I need commercials. I need commercials. Woo!
Yeah.
And for those of you who are just coming on, let me just tell you where we at. We are in this book. This is why I kept telling you to get this book. You need this book. The Crisis Compass is on Amazon. And we are speaking with the author. And we are just breaking the ice on
Yep.
mental health. This is the month for mental health. And we're going to focus on our men. We're talking in general right now. But take what you need for yourself, men and women, boys and girls, cats and dogs. Get what you need.
Yep.
Get what you need, because you are helping me today, Sir O'Brien. Yes, you are. Right? So I wanna shift gears a little bit, and we just walking through it. And again, it's a part of your book, and it's a part of you.
Yeah.
On my platform, I'm the first testimony. I'm the first witness. I am the first partaker of a testimony, because I totally understand that people need to see what you say,
Yeah.
right? They need to see it, right? So in your book, you make a statement. I think the statement's on page 77, because I took notes. I told you I got a whole pad. You made a statement. Yeah, I wrote down page 77. Let me make sure that's correct. Because this is another form of how your body reacts to your mental state, right?
Right.
You make a statement about grief.
Yeah.
And you said grief may alter your path, but it cannot erase your purpose.
Right.
Honey, I done threw this book like 38 times. Every time I read something, I was just throwing the book. Your book is banged up, boo boo. I was like, this nigga here. And you made that statement, and you also deal with the concept of grief brain.
Mm-hmm.
Can you walk us through what happened on October 1st, 2020, and your transition of mind, the state of mind, state of body, for all that we just discussed?
Mm-hmm.
I think this is like the epitome and perfect example of what we were just celebrating, if I can put it that way.
Right.
Can you walk us through your transition of October 1st, 2020, and help us understand grief brain? Because I don't even think people even understand that is a thing.
The thing that's not talked about, but it's a thing.
Yeah. So let's get in it.
So before I talk about October 1st, I need to talk about August.
Okay.
August. 22, 23 years ago, I buried my father when he passed away of pancreatic cancer. I mean, that's probably one of the most traumatic things, and one of the most sickest individuals I've seen in my life, like deathbed wise. I was 12. So when he passed, I had to navigate through life without him. So August, around July, August of 2020, I went to his gravesite up in Long Island, making peace with the fact that he was really gone after 22 years. I'm like, okay, you're really gone. I've settled with that. You're not coming back. This is what it is. I have to go forward because other people need me and I need me. Cool, no problem. So I came to that acceptance. Now we go to September. Started spending time with my mom a little bit more, taking her out, things of that sort. Was with her the last week of September. Going to October, nurse aide called me, was like, have you heard from your mom? She was not picking up her phone. I'm like, that's normal. This woman don't never have her phone around her. She's like, keep knocking on the door. She's not answering. Da, 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 da. I'm like, did she probably go outside or something? Like, because normally she'll go outside and not take her phone when she needs to. Like, she was never really tech savvy. So she never really, all the things she needed to keep around her, she really did. I had to fuss at her for it. She was like, but the TV is on. I said, hold up. I said, when she go outside, she'll never leave the TV on. The only time she's ever done that is when I'm around her. So already that was a red flag for me. I was like, wait a minute. She don't ever do that. So I said, okay. She said, so what should I do? I said, okay, call the fire department, see if they could bust that door open. But I was kind of hesitant because I'm like, dang, if they bust that door down, it was New York City housing. They don't really move quick like that when things like this need to be fixed. But I'm like, at this point, what else are we going to do? So I hung up the phone with her. She said, okay, I'm going to call you back. I hung up the phone. Cherise, I automatically knew after I hung up that phone, she was gone. I knew. I don't know how, but I knew. And I said to God, help me to accept your will, even in this. It just came out of my mouth. This was not rehearsed. 2 seconds after that, the woman calls me on the phone screaming, your mother's dead. Huh? I paused. I was like, wait, what? I was just with her a week ago. I'm talking about screaming over the phone, screaming. I said, okay. I said, I'm going to be there. I said, I'm coming. I said, don't let them touch her until I get there. So, okay. Out of all days, Cherise, out of all days in the world to be in traffic, I was in traffic that day for a whole hour. No exaggeration. On the belt, a whole hour. Why? Because the accident that happened on the other side, people rubberneck. Like they've never seen a car accident before. They do this all the time. All the time on the belt. Got there, opened the door. I see this woman. So when I opened the door, the apartment door, as soon as you open that door, the bathroom is right there. So as soon as I open the door, the EMTs are outside with their heads down. So I'm like, I already know. Open the door, looked at her. I'm seeing blood on the sink and on the floor coming from her mouth. And I paused. I was like, there's no way this is really happening. Like in my mind, I'm talking to myself. I'm like, this cannot be really happening. I was just with you a week ago. Like I was with you a few days ago. And I touched her, and that's when I knew. Cold as ice. I'm like, wow. I said, okay, God. I said, okay. So I picked up the phone, called my pastor, and I broke. That was it. I broke bad. I broke real bad. And I didn't even have time to really have that moment because the EMTs were there. Cops showed up. So I had to wipe my face because out of all of her kids, I was the first one to see that. Out of all of her kids, I was the first one to see it. So, of course, when the cops are there, they're asking me all the questions. I'm like, they was like, were you with her? I was like, I was with her a few days ago. Like, I was just talking about spending more time with her and stuff like that. Because, all my brothers, they all live in different states. I'm the closest one. So we had that conversation. So now I'm like, but you're really, in my head, I'm like, this is really happening. After I already made peace with my father being gone, I said, as soon as I made peace with that, boom, crisis happens right after. So I said, you know what, God, all right. I said, what am I supposed to do with this? Like I picked her up to hold her. And I was like, this is really happening. Like I'm looking at a lifeless woman who gave birth to me. The only parent I had left. I said, okay. So fast forward that. This was, and this is the part that this is the crazy part. Cherise, I'm in my second year in grad school. I just started my second year in grad school at that time. That same month, taking a class on trauma and neurobiology. I said, okay, I can't make this stuff up. I said, I can't make this stuff up.
You cannot.
I emailed all of my professors, my academic advisor. I had to let them know what was going on. Going through the planning, I took 2 weeks off of school. I told all my professors what happened. So they called me. They wanted to make sure I was all right. I said, I just need to plan this funeral, stuff like that. I'm going to be back in school. They said, take the time you need. Cool. Did the funeral plan and even did the eulogy. Oh, yeah, I did the eulogy too.
Wow.
Because she asked me years ago. She didn't even ask me because mothers don't ask. She told me years ago, when I pass, you need to do my eulogy. I said, Mom, go on with that noise, man. She said, no, I'm serious. She said, because out of all of my brothers, I'm the closest thing to God. They don't know God like that. They don't. I'm the only one that's interested. They're not. She said, you're the only one I know that preach. She said, I need you to preach. Do my eulogy, preach. I said, fine, no problem. So I had to do it because I promised I would. The Lord gave me a whole message to let me know that he had her. My whole sermon was a confirmation to me that the Lord took her. That was my peace at that moment. Now, boom. We talked about all the heavenly moments, revelation, all the other stuff that God gave me. Cool. No problem. So now what happens after revelation? You still suffer from grief brain. I'll explain. I'm so glad y'all asked me. Because people think that when you have encounters, these things kind of just go off in the wind like it's a Disney movie. Let me help you.
Please.
Even after that word, my body was still living in the imprint of a woman being gone. I'm going to get raw. That traumatic event was so bad, Cherise, that every day I was cleaning my hands in the sink for an hour straight. Because every time I kept looking at my hands, I kept seeing blood on my hands from when I picked her up. Church, I'm like talking about this stuff. You asked me to do this, so now we're going there. Wash my hands every day for an hour. Whether I was at home or school. For hours straight. I don't even remember how long it lasted. Maybe a week or two. Maybe longer than that. And I told my therapist that week, I said, I need to see you because if not, I may not wake up tomorrow. I said, I told her exactly what happened. I said, this is what happened. She said, oh my God. She said, okay, this woman. That's why I asked her to do the foreword. This book would have never happened if she didn't take me for the sessions that she took me for and help me go through it. That's why I asked her to do my foreword. My memory was so bad. I was diagnosed in 2021, 2022 with dissociative amnesia. I'm going to explain. My traumatic event was so bad that my memory, about 60, 75% of my memory was shot. This is while I'm in grad school pursuing my master's in counseling. I forgot how to write a research paper. I forgot how to conduct research. I had to ask people to help me. I had no shame in my game because I said, I'm not paying for them. I'm not paying y'all $100K with no degree. We're not doing that. For them, it's very expensive. I had to ask my classmates to help me. They knew exactly what was going on. My close circle in grad school, they knew. I said, I'm gonna need y'all help. I said, because some stuff I just can't call to memory. Like I can't remember. I said, I need y'all to help me. They say, Earl, we got you, no problem. Don't worry about it. I was the only black male in my cohort, Cherise, of 30 students. They helped me. I was able to, little by little, while I was in therapy, trying to make sense of what was happening and all this other stuff. While I'm in school, while I'm trying to take care of my kids and manage the house, my memory was shot. Planned my 4th suicide attempt. My grief brain was so bad that I had confusion. I had lapse in memory. I had difficulty with concentrating. I didn't know days whether I was coming or going. All the while, like you said before, life doesn't stop. So on the outside to everybody else, I look fine. But in my world, I was looking like this compass right here, shattered. Because I'm like, God, you called me to do this. You're going to have to help me because I can't remember nothing. I was glad that I was still able to remember people's names. But if you would have asked me what happened 15 years ago, I couldn't tell you. People were looking at my Facebook posts like, oh, Earl is fine because he's still posting. Let me help you. I was posting things I could recall at that moment. Because if I didn't post anything that came to mind, I would have forgot about it already. That's how bad my memory was. There was days I forgot to eat. Like I said, I was planning my 4th suicide attempt. God didn't let me do it. After that 4th one, I was like, okay, God, all right, well, then this 4th one failed, so I'm good. I'm good on that. Because clearly you don't want me to do that, so I'm good.
Clearly.
But this is the crazy thing, Cherise. Let me help some of y'all. Be careful what you ask God, what you want to do, or what you're called to do. Because you don't have to pay for that. I said, God, I want to focus on trauma. Like, I want to focus on helping people heal from trauma. Big mistake. Not knowing that was going to have to be the price I paid.
First partaker.
And the most severe form of trauma that I have to face. So when people tell me they lose their parents, I automatically feel it in my body because I'm like, I was there. So when people are in school and they feel like they can't get the work, they feel like they can't do it, I feel for them because I'm like, I was there. I know what that feels like. I'm not one of those. God called me to be a prophet, wonderful. I'm not one of those who sets his face straight all the time. If I know somebody's going through something, the human side, I feel that. And I automatically know I could discern when it happened and how bad it was and where you are in that stage. My brain was so severely wounded, Cherise, that I was like, God, if you're going to take my memory, just take me because this is too much. I couldn't even celebrate no wins. Me celebrating wins felt like survivor's remorse.
Oh, my God.
Okay, all right. Oh, my God, I got to go. So celebrating wins felt like survivor's remorse. I'm like, what you celebrating for? I didn't even celebrate when I finished grad school, I didn't even celebrate. It felt like survivor's remorse. I was like, I'm just glad I was able to walk across the stage and get my degree in the mail. I couldn't even celebrate. Because in my mind, it didn't make sense to me. What are you celebrating for? You just lost both your parents. Now you got to be a parent? How does that work? And let me help. When it comes to grief, it can alter. I'm going to answer the question now. Grief alters your path when the map no longer matches the terrain. When the map no longer matches the grounds you're on, what do you do when that map no longer makes sense for where you got to go? Because grief altered it. But the purpose is still there. You are still called by God. Grief does not disqualify you. You got a hip. Can you explain survivor's remorse? Absolutely. Paul the Apostle, survivor's remorse. He didn't feel survivor's remorse until he became the apostle. Because the part of him that was Saul before that was killing the church, persecuting the Christians, taking everybody's life from them. Now that he became the apostle and he's getting revelation and God is speaking to him and giving him downloads on how to govern the new covenant testament churches, he started to deal with survivor's remorse. This should have been me. That should have been me. Why am I still alive and they're gone? And I know how I was living. I'm like, God, you had to do. And I was so mad at God, Cherise.
And you know how you were living.
I know I was living. I knew how I was living. One thing about me, I'm gonna tell you, how you choose to deal with me after that is on you. I promise you. I said, God, I know that woman talked to you every day. I barely said a word to you. And when I did talk to you, I was bugging because I was acting like you owed me an answer. I was treating you as if you owed me an answer. I was like, I can't believe you. I was mad. I was so mad at God. I said, God, I can't believe you. You would really do this? You would. I'm like, out of all people, this woman, I said, you still keeping wicked people on the earth living longer. And you taking up all the good ones? I said to God, you taking all the people that really care and you leaving the ones that I know don't? I was vexed. And the Lord he didn't say nothing to me. He didn't say nothing. He let me carry on for a whole year. The Lord didn't say nothing to me. When I was in a space in my internship, and I'm going to shut up after this. I was in my internship at NYU Langone helping, and let's look at this. I was at NYU Langone Rusk Rehabilitation and Medicine Hospital in the psychology department, serving the population of individuals who suffered from traumatic brain injuries. God is funny. Cool. I'm towards the ending of my 600 hours of internship. I think my third to last week. And I'm helping clients, about memory and being able to articulate the things and write their thoughts down. And there was something like a linchpin, whatever. All these medical terms I can't really recall right now. But I will never forget it. It was after my lunch break. I came back into the office, helping the next set of clients go through the next tier of the activities for the day. And I heard the Lord say to me, son, you need to let her rest. She's okay. I said, wow. I said, you would say this to me while I'm at my internship? Oh my God, what am I supposed to do with that?
He's so disrespectful.
Disrespectful. God is disrespectful. This man don't care about where you at. This man don't care about where you at.
You don't care.
It's funny because I'm about to say something. Even though I was in my internship, I was at a place in my spirit to hear him. So that location mattered most, not where I physically was. Yeah. So he said it to me and I froze. I said, okay, God, I'm going to have to digest that one. Okay, good. I know she's with you. You already told me that. But I had to hear it. Once I made peace with that, boom, things started coming back to my mind like this. Fast. To a point where I was like, no, I got to pace myself. My thoughts is running. I know I went on a whole story. I had to walk you through it. Like, I had to really walk y'all through it. This is exactly what happened. And this is why I do the work that I do. Am I perfect with it? No. But I paid a price for this. And I'm not talking about my...
Yeah, I needed you to walk us through that. And thank you. Thank you. Because I had to catch myself from crying at least 3 times. You just described the relationship between me and my brother. I want to celebrate, but I don't want to celebrate because he's not here to celebrate with me.
Thank you.
So you are helping me. We're going to talk later. But I needed you to walk through this, and this is a good place to end because people needed to understand the process of grief brain. It's real.
It's real.
And it happens, and we don't talk about it. Just like my area is verbal and emotional abuse. It happens. It's happening. We don't talk enough about it. People just think, oh, something wrong with her. They off. Something. What do you getting your master's? You getting this? You get. What do you mean you don't remember how what 1 + 1 is? What do you? They quick to attack, and not to assess.
Thank you.
You understand what I'm saying? Yep. So I need, because people are going to watch this again. Hello, as soon as I get back from the laundry, and because I need to hear it. Because somewhere in here, I have to let my brother go, and I don't know how to do that because he was here first. He's older than me. He was older than me, so I've never not been without him. Even when he got locked up, I was his one phone call a day. He didn't speak to my mother. He spoke to me. So I've never not been without him. And I don't know how to do that. Okay. All right. Oh, it's 9:02. And we can stop right here. So we're going to put a pin in this because we're not done.
We're not done.
But it was a great introduction. Those of you who tuned in and listening, you know where we are. You know where we're going.
Carlene, trust me, I understand.
Get this book. Carlene, I'm ordering your book for you today because you get on my nerves.
I got her book.
You got her?
Yeah, I've been had her book, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So listen, everybody, this is Dr. Earl O'Brien Jr. And he's going to be with us all month. And grief brain is a part of mental health. And this is why we are here this month. Earl, ... That's all I got to say. ... I'm so glad you said yes to him and to me. We're going to get what we need.
Yeah.
We definitely going to get what we need. Thank you for sharing. And we're going to share some more. But thank you for sharing with us today.
Yeah.
Continual prayer for strength. Continual prayer for strength. Because that mind is tricky. The heart is deceitful and the mind is tricky. So listen, that's our time. And I don't want to hold you guys any longer than we normally plan to. Tune in. Go watch the replay. Go watch YouTube and tune in next week. Bring somebody. Bring everybody. Bring all the bodies that you know. Because this is where we are. And I promise you, we're going to get the help that we need. His book is on Amazon. His book, that's his name. That's the title of the book. All right, everybody. So until next week, y'all stay safe and stay encouraged. Mwah. Bye, everybody.